Yes people, I hope everyone's good. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making a drill beat inside FL Studio. No playing around, come and join me on my screen, let's just jump straight into it. Just going to mess about with some chords, but first off, before we even get started, I'm going to go ahead into the channel rack and add in a half time onto the piano so it gives it that drill feel straight off the bat. Next, I'm just going to add in the bass notes of the chords, one octave lower, just to give the melody a bit of a thicker feel. And next, I'm just going to go back into the channel rack, add in an EQ, taking out some low end. And also I'm going to grab a reverb. And next off, we're going to use Nexus grand piano. I'm going to come up with a counter melody. We're going to go into the channel rack, make sure that's added in, grab a half time, and what I'm going to do is just lift it one octave up. And last of all, for the melodies, I'm going to head over to Omnisphere and we're going to grab a choir. What we're going to do is add in an EQ. Grab a quick reverb. We're going to do the same to the piano melody, the second melody. And we're going to grab a reverb again. And last of all, I'm just going to grab an Effectrix and just put a little reverse just to give it a bit more of a bounce, a bit more of a different feel. Okay, that's sounding nice. We're going to pan the second counter melody, the piano, we're just going to pan that slightly left, and the voices we're going to just pan slightly right, and we'll have the chords sitting in the middle. Okay, that's sounding good. Next, we're going to go over and grab an 808. Just make sure you right click, cut by itself. Before I do anything, I'm just going to add in a little bit of distortion just to make the 808 a bit more gritty, a bit louder, and we can go ahead and start penciling in an 808 pattern. And just for this second half of the pattern, we're just going to add in maybe some triple bumps and some slides. You know, it won't be a drill beat without some slides. So. Okay, now that's sounding hard. Next we can grab a hi-hat. What I like to do is just grab in 2 hi-hats and we're just going to add in 2 different patterns, and then we'll pan one pattern one side and the other pattern on the other side, just to give the, basically just to give the beat a lot more of a bounce. So I'm going to go over to my Europa drill kit MIDI and I'm going to grab in one MIDI and another one, and we're just going to let them play, let them ride together. But first we're going to go into the channel rack, pan number 5 hard left and number 6 hard right, and then these are the 2 patterns together with the melodies. Okay, that's sounding hard. Next we can go back into my kit and we're going to grab some perks / snares and we're going to get the drums knocking. For the actual main drill snare, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a pattern from my Europa kit again. And I'm going to grab in an off snare. And grab a triangle. What I'm going to do is, if you go into the triangle here, if you click this little knob, you can go over and boost it. And last of all, I'm going to go into Ocean's drill kit and we're just going to add in an open hat on the 1. We're going to do the same again, go over to the boost knob and just lift it up a little bit. That sounded hard, I'm liking the sound of that. Last of all, we're going to grab a kick. Usually with drill, it's got to be quite a hard hitting kick. And just on this second half of the kick pattern, I'm just going to add in a few more, you know, make it a bit more bouncy compared to the first half. It's kind of simple. Oh, that sounded nice. This is what we have so far with all the drums going on and the 3 melodies. Okay, that is sounding hard. Next we're going to go over right click pattern 1 and split by channel, and we can start rearranging the beat. And lastly, I'm just going to grab in a few transitions. I'm going to grab a crash. Also just going to throw in some quick pans on the hats and the off snares. Don't have to go crazy. for the transitions, I'm just going to add in some effects. Hey, that is sounding hard, guys. Last, I'm just going to put in my tag.
Damn, Severe, that's crazy.
Hey, that is sounding hard. Okay guys, that's it from me on this one. I'm gonna go ahead, finish off mixing and mastering this beat now. I hope you guys like the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.